Here are the mechanics about enemies spawning in the dungeon in 90 seconds. While in the dungeon, only dungeon enemies will spawn. Enemies in the surrounding area will not spawn unless you exit the dungeon. For a dungeon enemy to spawn, two things are needed: you and a valid dungeon block surface that's off screen. If you invalidate the surfaces by placing down any block as long as it's not dungeon block, you can manipulate the spawns. Here I've placed down a bunch of poo. Now the enemies are being funneled into the last valid spot where they can spawn, which are the dungeon blocks directly in the farm. What happens if I invalidate the last valid spot they have available? As you might have guessed, enemies will not spawn even if I set the spawn rate to ×10. When you beat Plantera for the first time, new enemies will start appearing in the dungeon. Some of these enemies drop important accessories and weapons, like the Paladin dropping the Paladin's shield. Some of these enemies have an increased chance to spawn depending on the type of background walls that are present in your dungeon. There are brick walls, slab walls, and tiled walls. Some dungeons may have all three walls or only one. Depending on what enemy you want to farm, you may need to pay attention to the background wall when you set up your farm. Don't forget to like the video and check out the comments on how to set up a dungeon farm.